you never really master your craft. You're always in the process of trying to. I remember years ago I talked to this tap dancer, Jimmy Slide, and he's one of the great tap dancers of all time. And I was like, Slide, how did you become a master of tap? He said, you don't. So I can't really answer that question, but I can tell you about my journey. Culture is the master of your design. It determines who you are, where you came from, and sets a significant mark on who you will become. Folks did a lot of stuff to get me here. A lot of people went through a lot of things to get me here. So that's constantly in my mind of you gotta do all you can do. Too many people went and beyond even my family line, just even in terms of this country. I mean, people did a lot of stuff, Dule, to get you to this moment. People always say, you stand on the shoulders of men or on the shoulders of women, but I truly do believe that. Like, as I think about my grandparents and what they've done, I mean, they all came from Jamaica. They all left their family to come to the U.S. to carve out a better opportunity for their children. And then their children came, and their children had children, which is my generation. And when you know the story of what people had to go through, I have to do all I can. Finding the perfect rhythm is often about moving beyond the things that you feared in the past. And that's true for both being a tap dancer and life. I started when I was 3 years old going to dance school in East Orange, New Jersey. And one thing leads to another, leads to another. I was going there because my brother was going, my cousins were going. My mother was a ballet teacher over there, and I was really just following the crowd. At the age of 10, just by chance, a show called The Tap Dance Kid called, asking for kids who could sing and dance. I auditioned, I got the job, and next thing I know, I was understudying Savion Glover here in New York on Broadway. So I just started to get a taste of what it took to be an artist. Quite often we seek luxury in monetary measures, when it actually lays in the quality of the moments that luxurious things bring. Luxury is a gift of quality. Dominoes is a game that on the surface looks very simple, but it's so much more than that. If I can just pay attention to the little things, if I can pay attention to every move that's going on, that informs my next decision that I have to make. And that's what I like about Dominoes. But it's hard to focus on that. In the midst of all the noise, you're talking, you're having a beer, you're talking nonsense, boom, boom. To stay focused on what you played, and what you played is a difficult thing to do. The perfect domino game would be the last game that got you a technical 6. That's the perfect domino game. And here's why, because most people probably say giving somebody 6 love is a perfect domino game. No, because then you started out ahead and you stayed ahead. But with a technical 6, when you're 5 now, you're 5 love. You're down 5 games. They need one more game and you were knocked out the box. That's where the pressure is on you. For you to dial it in and have the focus and say, okay, you know what? My back is up against the wall. All things are coming at me right now. If I make one mistake, I'm done. But to keep building and building on 1 game, 2 games, 3 games, 4 games, now it's 5-5, and to still have the focus and the determination to come through and get that 6th game, that says a lot. That's the perfect game right there. Everyone thought you were out, thought you were done, called it a wrap, they all were walking out. Somebody was talking about they had next, and you came back and said, don't count me out yet.